Okay, this video is that POC form that Dan came up with, and you said the cost, the CHC cost, was triggering it. I looked into this. It confused me because I actually wrote the original code, and I know cost wasn't ever referenced. So you can see I'm in your code. I'm in the one you've provided, and I'm in the save button. So I'm going to go into the build event. And I noticed, right away I noticed something that made me curious. There's a new variable. See, I'm in the save event. This C total cost, that doesn't exist in the Access 97 native. And you can see that that's the variable, the total cost, which is kicking it into this if statement. So if the total cost is equal to 0, it steps into this statement, does some other checks, and it'll open that form. And that's the only way that form gets opened. So in this code it is cost. So let me go into the virtual machine. And you can see there's just a save button. I'm gonna make a point on your other form soon. You'll see a second button called Command 27, but I'll point that out in just a minute. So here we are, Access 97, there's the save button. And I'm gonna go into the code. And right away, you notice two things. There's no C total cost, but there is the invoice. Total invoice equal to 0, right there. Total invoice equal to 0. That triggers this if statement, steps you down here, and opens the form POC list. So the triggers are different. It's invoice total on this form, and then it's the C total cost on your form. And just for the heck of it, I wonder if that C total cost even existed in our other database ever. And so I'll show you right now. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it into the search. And I'm going to say match case. And I'm going to search for it. I don't really even have to do this, but see, it's not even in the database. So that's a new variable. You can see the difference in the two codes anyways. So that's part of the reason why. I don't know how often this type of thing's done, where the code's rewritten and then the logic is changed, but that could be part of the bigger picture why we keep having these issues. I'm just pointing out again, there's the total cost in your company versus the Access 97. So here's the other thing I was telling you about. There's Command 27, and to me it looks like someone took the original save button, created this Command 27 button, or took the original save button, renamed it Command 27. And then that way, this Command 27, you can see it's not showing up on the form because it's set visible equals no. And when we go into the build event, this code is the Access 97 code without modification. Of course, this Command 27 would never get clicked on because it's not visible, but there's the total invoice. Total invoice equals 0, steps into the code and opens this form. And now let's go into the Access 97, and I've already shown you this, but you can see again. Let me close this out. So here's the Access 97 code, and you can see it exactly duplicates, and they're identical. So not sure how often this occurs, but this could be a pretty big issue when the code is crashing if someone's altering the code and not using the same naming scheme or changing the logic, because going from cost to invoice.